Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out.
One more. It's over.
Talon Hurricane! I'm the true gunslinger around here.
You're finished.
Eat this! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Mega
No, you can't.
This one's mine!
Okay. Dragon Swarm. Slice.
I'm going!
Here I come.
Talon Hurricane! Here it goes!
Glimmer Dragon.
Freeze
You're going. You're finished. Dragon Swarm.
Glacial Spear! Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Do you still have enough energy for healing?
Honestly, I'm a little worse for wear.
Do my best!
Here I come, my lord!
Now see what I can do!
My deal? Try this!
See who can stand a speed!
Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Now! You're finished!
Look sharp!
First strike! Strike! First strike! You're mine!
Look sharp!
I'm not done!
Glacial Spear! What's this?
No escape!
Tiger Blade! Eagle
Be
Guard!
still! I'm not done!
Do it! Look! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! I've used a bit too much healing.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Got you now!
Punch that gun out of your hand!
I see one, eh?
He's dead!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
I'm on it!
Reload! I'm out!
Ignite!
Ready and rare!
Annihilate!
It's over!
Tiger blade! There! Go! It's
I can
over!
carve through one!
My
Mega
shield!
You're mine!
It's over!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Not again.
By the power of water!
He's dead! I'm on a roll now!
Over?
No! Don't leave me all alone here.
Annihilation! Tiger blade!
This one! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Searing flame! Reload!
Listen to it!
Radiant
Take
Time
Do as I say!
I'm all stocked up!
You're finished!
Mega ray!
Dragon Swarm! Come quietly!
That freaking
You're
does it!
mine!
Can't
Searing flame!
get out of this! Right! Talon Hurricane!
Wave of fury! Burning strike! Glacial spear!
First strike!
Now
Run you
escape!
through! Ready and rare!
Where are you going?
Here I come! Dragon Swarm! It's over!
Mega
Come
ray!
back, will ya?
You're my walkie!
Here I come! You're finished!
Lightning!
Now you see what I can do!
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
I'm all stocked up!
You're finished!
Mega ray!
Take this! I'm not done!
Flame!
You picked the wrong fight! You...
Big clap!
You're finished!
Look here!
Time
What did
to
you
go!
do? Dragon Swarm!
To the square!
Talon
Here I
Hurricane!
come!
The enemy wields art too.
You'll soon see about that! Do it!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
It's on!
A new
I
lease
see
on
one,
life.
eh?
Not in your dreams! Searing flame! Reload! Searing flame! Reload!
Fall back!
I'm out of
I'll
ammo!
hold them off. Seriously? Is this a joke?
Engaging!
Annihilation! Mega ray! Primed and ready!
Last one out gets eaten alive!
Finally, some open space again.
This should definitely keep you guys full. You can never be too prepared. But did we have... to spend so much?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. Right! Here goes! Engaging!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
I'm on it!
I'm done. I won't fight just for the sake of it.
Do you sense one of your friends, Noodle?
Seriously? Is this a joke?
The rebel! Stop them! You're mine!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm! I'm on it!
What's in our range attack?
Archer Field!
On guard!
Use the healing art!
Take this! I really owe you one.
Dragon Swarm! Damn it!
Tiger
Here I come!
You do it!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
This one's all mine!
Going in!
Dragon Swarm! Ignite! I'm on it! Crush!
Talon Hurricane!
The enemy feels ours too.
You'll soon see about that.
In a bind?
It's over!
Eagle Fly! Glacial Spear!
Here we go again! Here I come! Come back, will ya?
Healing Circle!
You're
Searing
finished!
Passion! I will!
Take this!
Reload!
It's over! Here I come! I'm not done!
Eat this!
Hurrah!
Healing Circle!
Eagle Fly! You're mine! You're finished!
Annihilation!
Try this! Explosive ring!
I'm just getting started! Healing Circle!
Now or never.
Tiger Blade! To the sword!
Mirage!
Eagle Shot!
Here I come! Here I come!
Tiger Blade! Eat this!
I want myself in the heat of the moment.
It's over!
Not on my watch! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Hear me! Flame of
Here I come! Dragon Sword!
Rip it here!
Explosive ring! Do as I say!
Tiger Blade!
You're finished!
This way!
Try harder! Now! You're mine!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Far enough.
You're mine! You're finished!
Take this.
Try this!
Tiger Blade!
Explosive ring!
This one's mine.
Here goes! Healing Arc!
I owe you one. Flaming thrust! Mirage!
Not on my watch! Tiger Blade!
No escape!
Going in!
You're mine! Eat that! Try harder!
Down. You're off.
Hold nothing back!
I owe you one for that. Handle it.
Here I come!
Go in.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
Here I come! It's over!
I'm gone. Look sharp.
Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
Try this! Infernal Turret!
Here goes!
Be still!
Glacial Spear! Here's Evil!
Try harder! My turn!
I'm gone!
Try harder! Not a chance! No escape! Try this! Take this!
Tiger Blade!
You're finished!
Their arcs were interrupted.
Annihilation!
Take this!
One more.
Tiger Blade! This one's mine!
Mirage! Will ya?
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm!
Healing Circle! Eat this!
Take this! You're finished!
Mega Ray!
Take this!
That freaking does it!
Mirage!
This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm! This one's all mine!
Tiger Blade! Now back into the fray!
This one's mine.
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
First strike!
I'll run
Here I go! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here. Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be? Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Bring him down! Burn it! Take this!
Glimmer Dragon!
It's over! Lightning
They really don't give up on me.
Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Lightning!
My turn! You recall.
Flaming meteor!
Be still! First strike! Mirage!
Watch this! Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm! You're finished! Lightning thrust! You're finished! I'm on! Mirage!
Flaming meteor!
Strike!
Here goes!
Take this!
Make it rain!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Gotta break through! I see one, eh? You're finished! I'm on! Be still!
Not in your dreams!
Mirage! I'm on! I won't show you any mercy!
Hear me! Flame of fury! What can make you sit still?
Sia, can you take care of that?
No sooner said than done.
It's almost too strong! Then I'll split it off! Be my guest!
One more!
You're finished!
Rain!
Mirage!
Take this shot!
Sit down!
I'm only getting started!
Take this! Infernal turret! Here I come! Try harder!
Here's evil!
The enemy wields art.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
My turn! I'm on it!
Smash you!
Here I come! My deal is over!
Do it! Ringworld! Frozen!
Hammer!
wonder if I'm as strong as my dad was.
One day I think we'll surpass him.
I wonder when.
I won't forgive you!
You're mine!
Are you kidding?
That freaking does it!
I'm on! Try this!
I can read your moves like a book.
It's over!
This one's mine.
Take this! You're finished!
Searing flame!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Can't get out of this!
You're mine!
Going in! Tiger blade!
Now I'm real mad!
Rising Phoenix! We're not ready!
Flaming meteor.
It's over!
By the power of
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Do it!
I'm on! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I've used a bit too much healing.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Get lost!
You're mine! Now you'll learn!
This one's mine.
Not today! Damn it! You're mine!
Thanks so much for talking it out.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Not a chance! Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Tiger blade.
I'm not done! Be still!
Glacial spear! Piercing
Prepare to be seen. Piercing roar.
Freeze laser! Going in! Let me help!
First try!
Hey!
Try this!
Take it away. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back. What's this thing?
Out of our way!
Your moment was all mine! Be still!
Look sharp!
Mirage!
Time to stop! Annihilation! These ones can run rings around us! Going in! Time to stop!
Infernal turret! You're finished!
Crescent
Dragon
Moon!
form!
This
Explosive
one's
ring!
mine. One more. Tiger blade.
Dazzle! I'm
This
not
one's
done!
mine.
Huh?
Look sharp. Going in.
Glacial spear! Piercing blow! I never miss!
Here I come!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game jam.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Out of my way!
Here I go.
Now or never.
Go away! Dragon Swarm!
Not on my watch.
Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
I'll shoot them out of the sky.
This one's mine!
Infernal Turret!
A weak point!
Rip it tear!
Mega Ray.
Time to shine!
I'm not done!
What's this?
Dragon
This one's
Swarm!
mine!
Reload.
Talon Hurricane! Explosive Ring!
This one's mine! One more! Tiger Blade!
Back into the fray.
Eat
Here I
this!
come!
And go!
Talon Hurricane! Try this!
Mega Ray.
Rip it
Tiger
tear!
Blade! Will this help? On guard!
Healing circle.
I owe you one.
Ready.
First strike!
Gemini
Now,
Ultra.
in the appreciate the help!
Infernal Turret!
On guard! Grind and red!
Off my feet!
Here.
Look sharp!
I'm on it!
Burn!
On guard!
Here I come!
Look sharp!
Crescent moon. Annihilation. Mega Ray.
Explosive Ring!
It's weakened.
This ends now!
Spear.
You're
Here's
mine!
evil.
It's over!
I'll finish you here and now!
Take this! It's over!
Reload.
Take this!
Done to done!
Look sharp! Take this! It's over!
Tiger Blade!
Now I'm in the groove!
Take this!
Piercing roar!
Healing circle.
This one's mine!
Take this!
Eat this! Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm! Try
Rip
this!
it tear!
Explosive Ring!
This one's mine! Look sharp! Look sharp!
I never miss.
Going in!
Take
You're
down
mine!
Hurricane.
Dragon Swarm!
Mega Ray.
Eagle Fly!
Try this!
Annihilation.
Explosive Ring!
This one's mine!
Power of
No
water.
escape!
Tiger Blade!
Try this!
Annihilation.
Infernal Turret!
Talon Hurricane!
Radiant pierce.
It's on!
Back into the fray.
Lightning Meteor!
Burn!
Talon Storm!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Hurricane!
Sora!
We can really make weapons with this?
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
Let's dispose.
The trash.
Now you'll learn!
This one's mine.
Tough field.
You're mine!
It's over!
A showdown between blade and fist.
Bring him down! You're mine!
That
Here I come!
okay. That here I go. Fire support! These fists have got your name on them.
Annihilation.
It's almost too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest!
Smash you!
Like this! This one's all mine! First strike! Inferno turret! Ignite!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'm on. Denied.
You're finished! Damn it!
Make it right.
Get toasty.
Bird strike!
I feel slightlier than before.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, there's only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Dan and Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mien's. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! path. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Talon Hurricane!
Flaming meteor!
Into the shadows!
Tectonic punch! Be still!
Tiger
Talon
Blade!
Hurricane!
Here, let me help.
First aid!
Here I go.
Lightning thrust!
He's in. Attack on!
Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
It's over!
Will this help?
Healing circle!
Appreciate the help then.
Radiant here!
On guard.
Talon Hurricane!
Flame of Fury!
Rising Phoenix!
Here's Evo! Freeze Lancer! Where are you going?
This one's mine.
I'm on
Tiger Blade! Into the shadows!
Take this!
Going in.
Hurrah!
One more. Tiger Blade! Ride for me.
Searing Flame! Reload!
You're mine!
I'm out of ammo! I'm all stocked up!
Fluff that.
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Going in.
Crumble! Be still!
I'm
No
going.
escape! No further!
This one's
Annihilation!
mine.
Not on my watch! Mega Ray!
It's over!
This one's mine.
Time to shine!
Dragon Sword!
Glacial Spear.
Try this!
Here's Evo.
Explosive Ray!
This one's mine.
I'll heal the way!
First strike!
Going in.
Healing circle!
Going in.
Eat this!
I'm just getting started! Power of water! Searing flare! Poison wear! Mega ray! One more!
Tiger Blade.
You're mine! It's over! Crumble!
Time to shine.
Prepare to be sealed.
Here I go.
Going in! Healing flame! This one's mine!
Mount! Burn! Here I come! It's over!
This one's mine.
By the power of water! Hear me! The flame of fury!
Look sharp.
Burning!
Flaming meteor.
Here's the
Soda!
Glimmer blade!
Will this help? Going in. One more.
Healing circle!
First strike!
I can only rely on my...
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning! Strike!
Talon Hurricane!
I'm on a roll now. Look sharp.
Be still! Take this! You're finished!
Now you see what I can do!
Tiger Blade.
I'm all done! Annihilation! Hear me! Arch steel! Burning! Strike! Radiant here!
Ride for me.
Try my turn!
Searing flame! Reload! Meteor! I'm out of ammo!
Lightning
I'm all
thrust!
stocked up!
Here I come!
Here we go
And
again.
again!
You're mine!
Tiger Blade.
Lightning thrust!
Downfall!
It's time!
You're
Finished!
Here, let me help for me.
First aid!
Time to shine. Glacial Spear.
You're mine! You're finished!
It's on a roll now. Time to shine.
Take this!
Here I go.
You're finished!
Foolishness. Piercing.
Talon Hurricane!
Lost my focus!
Here I go.
I'm only getting started!
Crescent moon.
Eat your...
Tiger Blade. Dick.
Take this!
Healing circle!
Flaming meteor. This one's mine.
Here!
Dazzle!
This one's
You're
mine.
mine!
Roll now.
Try harder!
This one's
My
mine.
turn!
I'm out! I'm all stocked up! Annihilation! Mega ray!
Eat this!
This one's mine.
Searing flame! Fire blade! Lightning!
Flaming meteor.
I'm
You're
out of ammo!
mine!
Back into the fray! Mega ray!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready! You're mine! I'm gone!
Look sharp. Flaming meteor.
Lightning thrust!
Go away.
No escape! Try harder!
Tiger Blade.
Take it! It's over!
Dazzle! Take this! My turn!
shot!
Radiant
Look shot! Going in!
Dazzle! Escape!
Going in!
Here I come!
burning strike!
Glacial Spear!
You're mine!
Tiger blade!
Going in!
Gravitas field!
This one's mine!
Eat this! Mega
You're
Renaissance!
mine! It's over!
Look shot! Here, let me help!
First aid!
Now! Here I come! Be still! Here I come! Not today!
Limited. Foolishness.
You're mine! Now! Try harder! Take this!
Look shot!
I'm on! Time to let it rip! I'm not done!
Now this one's mine!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Not on my watch! By the power of water!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Going in!
Try harder! Not a chance! Try harder! Not a chance!
I'm out!
Try harder! Not a chance!
This one's mine!
Healing
Look
circle!
shot!
I'm all
Try harder! My turn!
Look shot!
Dazzle! I'm on it! Take this! Try harder! Here I come!
Tiger blade!
Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Glacial Spear!
Try harder! You're finished! I'm on!
Look shot!
You're on! Be still!
Tiger blade!
Rising Phoenix! Try harder!
Arc Annihilation! Crescent moon! Steering flame! Healing flame of fury! Burning
Try harder! Take this! It's on!
This one's mine!
Try harder! My turn!
Tiger blade!
Thrust! Dazzle! I'm on it!
On guard!
Eat dirt!
Annihilation!
Be still!
Hurricane!
Rising Phoenix!
Burning strike!
On guard!
Here's a healing arc!
Tiger blade!
First aid!
Should do it!
Going in!
By the power of water!
Away!
Here, let me help!
First
I
aid!
owe you one.
On guard! This one's mine!
Try harder! My turn!
Annihilation! Hear me!
Be still!
Not on my watch!
Stay away!
You're off!
Glimmer blade!
It's going through it!
Here's it raw!
I'll heal you all!
Talon
Healing
hurricane!
circle!
Thanks, Shion.
Be still! Take this!
Steering flame!
You're finished!
That.
Reload!
Tiger blade!
Rising Phoenix!
Reload!
Here's it raw!
Time to shine!
Flaming thrust! You're mine!
Radiant crescent moon!
All good things come to an end.
Back into the
Be
fray!
still!
Here's it raw!
Roll! Here I go! This one's all mine! Burn!
I'll heal you all!
Try harder! My turn! You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
Back into the fray! Radiant pierce!
Will this help?
Healing circle! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Here I come!
Blade!
Eat this!
Look shot!
Here I come! No escape!
Look shot!
Acting separately!
I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her! And take out the monster first!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah, take it away!
This one's all mine!
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss! Confiscated!
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss! On guard!
I can't heal you
Their
forever!
arts were interrupted!
Into the shadows! Radiant pierce!
This one's mine!
Ignite!
I'm out! Here's a healing
You're
arm!
mine! It's over!
Tiger Blade! Take this! Going in!
Try harder!
I'm on it!
My turn!
That's it!
Now! I have no limits! I owe you one! Dragon Swarm! Explosive Ring! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Into the shadows!
You will suffer! Have some fun. Behold my true power!
That looks bad.
Wits about you people!
Plenty left!
Tiger Blade! Going in! That's it!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity!
One more!
Chaotic disaster!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arm. Aren't so special. And now, they're mine! Reload!
I'll bring you back from death to this!
There! Try harder! My turn! Not a chance!
Freaking done it!
There! This one's all mine!
I really owe you one.
This one! Burn in hell!
Look sharp! I'm out of ammo! Tiger Blade!
Healing circle!
Ready to go!
Annihilation! Mega Ray! Arch Seal! Gemini Aqua!
Eat this! Going in!
Mega Ray!
This one's mine!
Tiger Blade!
Take this! You're finished!
One more!
Try harder! Not a chance! I'm not feeling so great.
Flaming meteor!
Healing Circle!
Thanks! This should do it!
You're on!
Be still!
Not in your dreams!
You're mine! Try harder! You're mine!
Tiger Blade!
I'm on it!
Tiger Blade!
Be still!
Look sharp!
Burn! Here I come! You're finished!
Eat this!
Lightning thrust!
These fists have got your name on them!
Look sharp!
I'm ready!
Right!
Healing Circle! This
Thanks.
one's mine!
Look sharp!
I owe you one!
Tiger Blade!
Annihilation! Light
Try harder!
Look sharp!
Mega Ray!
First strike!
I'm gone!
Dazzle!
Witness tear!
This one's mine!
Got you! Mega Ray!
Be still!
Gemini
You're on!
Going in!
In a bind? First strike!
Here I come!
Eat this!
You will suffer! Behold my true power!
Her master course!
Not while I'm around, she isn't!
Glimmer Dragon!
Freeze Lancer!
This one's mine!
I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
Burn in hell!
Going in!
Here I come!
Eagle
Take
Fly!
that! Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
Flaming thrust! Stardust! Rising Phoenix!
It's time!
Tiger Blade!
Do it! I'm not done!
This one is mine! You will suffer! I'll heal you all! Healing circle! Appreciate the help! Into the center!
Behold my true power! One more! Tiger Blade!
Strike!
Crescent move! Eat this! Tiger Blade!
First strike!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
That's it! Time to get up! Here! I'm out! I'm all stopped up!
Denied!
Annihilation!
You will suffer!
Lightning!
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun. No way.
Healing circle!
Power!
Crescent move! Tiger Blade!
Here,
let me help!
Talon Storm!
First aid!
Time to shine!
Searing Flame! Where are you going?
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
Going in. Take that. I'm on it. Here.
In a bind?
I'm out. Here's a healing.
will suffer.
First aid. What? Crescent
Ignite!
Annihilation.
Tiger Blade!
Mega Red. Come on. Here. Let me help. Art first aid.
Here we go again! Be still!
Here.
Rising Phoenix!
Talon Storm.
Leave the charges to me.
Tiger Blade. Not in your dreams.
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
Going in.
Forgive me. My fault. Is this some punishment?
This one's mine! Tiger Blade!
Rising Phoenix!
Annihilation!
Flaming thrust!
Lightning!
Going in.
I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in, and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because You atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganneth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Xion!
Alvin!
Xion!
Alvin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Hicory. No. Hicory. No! Wait, please. Wait, I... What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Hicory. Shion. Damn it.
Take this! I'm not... Here I come! You're finished! It's on! Eat dirt! You're mine! It's over! Dragon Swarm! Be still! Mirage! Try harder! My turn! No escape! Take this! It's over! Try harder! You're mine! It's over! Luna Rondo! Here I come! No escape! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! Try harder! Not a chance! Slash! Swallow Blade! Lightning Thrust! Luna Rondo! Mirage! Try harder! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! This should do it! It's on! Eat dirt! Swallow blade! Dragon swarm! Take this! Strike! Swallow blade! Take this! You're mine! Lunar Rondo! Swallow blade! Slash! You're mine! Dragon swarm! Lightning thrust! Strike! Be still! You're mine! Lunar Rondo! Here I come! It's over! Dragon swarm! Lightning thrust! I'm not done! This should do it! Take this! Try hard, my turn! This one's all mine! Eat dirt! Take this! Try harder! No escape! It's over! You're mine! Strike! Be still! You're finished! Try harder! Not a chance! I'm not done! Be still! Mirage! There! Dazzle! Stardust! Lunar Rondo! Take this! Slash! It's over! You're mine! It's over! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! It's over! Here I come! It's on! You picked the wrong fight! Take this! Slash! Dragon Swarm! It's over! No escape! Try harder! You're mine! Swallow blade! Dragon swarm! You're mine! It's over! Here I come! No escape! Lunar Rondo! Try hard, not a chance! No escape! Dragon swarm! Be still! No escape! You're finished! You're my... Strike! Dragon swarm!
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
I think Huro senses an owl around here. Speaking of Thistlelim, it's populated by Danins, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danin defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Elfin, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alton's going to be okay.
For now. I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Alphin! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegus. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegus was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegus? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Sarah.
Listen. What you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to... go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I'd never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries...
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes.
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family. My friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, And I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh? Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting.
That...
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're...
Kisara's right. Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right!
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the paint's too much...
We've all got our own painted...
Here they come! You can't let even a... storm through!
There's a firm no-Zugo policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
Here I come!
Going in.
Blade!
Can you take it?
Are those arms even natural?
Begin.
Be still! It's over!
Shattering of pieces.
Did you see this coming?
Try harder! Not a chance! You picked the wrong fight! Take this! It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Look sharp.
Fires of passion, Tiger Blade!
You're mine!
You're off.
You're mine! Rongo! Take this!
Fires of
It's over!
shield!
Heal.
Don't
Look
suffer in
sharp.
silence.
Fires of passion, courses in
Here I
flame!
come!
Shield and main.
You're finished!
In a bind.
You're mine! Dazzle!
Going in.
Here I come!
Concentration!
I'm ready! Double me! In an instant!
Impact block.
Fires of passion,
My turn.
courses display!
Resonate with the earth.
It's almost too strong!
Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest!
Interrupted.
Hold nothing back! Here I come! You're finished!
I'll smash you.
Look here! Let me
It's
go!
on!
Tiger
Dragon
Blade!
Swarm!
Fires of passion, courses
Swallow
display!
Blade!
Look sharp.
Lightning Thrust!
Here, let me help!
Mirage!
Tiger Blade! Fires of passion, courses display! Justice!
Astro Bars!
That's my cue! Tiger Blade!
Shut him down! Eat dirt! Now! Take this!
Concentration!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, There's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we...
Fine.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
Hmm? You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? Got a really bad...
something about this.
That's try harder! My turn! Here goes! Begin! Castle! You're mine!
I'll take out the lake with my shield.
You're finished! You're on! Here I come!
Shattering the pieces!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Here I come! You're finished! Try hard, not a chance! Flaming thrust! Lunar Rondo! You're mine! Castle! It's over! You're on! No escape!
Hook shot!
Strike!
Can you take it?
Castle! You're mine! This is all mine! In an instant! Impact clock! My turn! Strike!
How about this?
Here I come! Lunar Rondo!
Begin!
You're finished!
One more!
Can you take it? Take this!
On guard!
You're finished! Thanks! Swallow blade!
Going in! Begin! Take this!
You're mine! You're finished!
Elusive deity!
Castle!
Begin!
Take this!
I'm ready!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I feel sprightlier than before.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia pride.
Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho!
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion?
All the more reason to conserve.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides...
I'm fine.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes... Sorry for being...
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally...
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned, but if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret...
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this. It's over!
It's a duel of the arts!
Eagle fly! It's over!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
Oh, now time to make it right here! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off.
You're finished! Eat this! Look sharp! I'll run you through! Slice! Look sharp!
Here I come! It's time!
I'm on a roll now! Going in!
Here I come! over!
Fires the path
Crush!
towards this
This
way.
one's mine! You're done!
Here! Here I come!
Lock.
Demons descend! Flashing bang! Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Not that part!
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle.
Why do you want to know?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk!" or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
You picked the wrong fight!
Time to shine.
Take this! It's over! Take this!
This one's mine.
Talon Hurricane! You're mine!
I really owe you one.
Crush!
On guard.
Crush! Crush! Damn it! Scoot back!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
I've let you all...
Don't leave me all
Raging
alone here.
Cascade!
Elusive deity!
Piercing roar.
You're finished!
One more.
Can you take it?
You're mine! Here I come! You're finished!
Raging Cascade!
You're up!
Elusive deity! Can you take it?
No further! You're finished! Eternal devastation!
I'll thank you.
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Finally timed waltz.
Luna Rondo! You're mine! Here I come! It's over!
I'll thank you.
Piercing
Come
roar.
on!
Elusive deity! I'll thank you.
Tiger
Megasonic
blade.
thrust! Take this! It's over!
Too shy to come
Eternal
over.
devastation!
Let me help.
Here I come! Here I come! Dragon
Tiger
Swarm!
blade.
You're finished! Crush! Now I can let loose!
This one's mine.
Resonate with the earth.
Crescent
You're
Star.
mine! It's over! Dazzle! Take this!
I'm ready! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
I should be of some use to us now.
You weren't exactly dead weight before.
Except in regard to doing basic chores.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh! It's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me.
No, I...
Really?
Cut it out. I was thinking about... You know how I used...
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the snake...
Right. I used to have nightmares about it.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but...
Okay, so let me just get all of this...
Because...
But it sure doesn't sound...
Oh,
I don't...
come...
Yeah. You're pretty amazing.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try, but that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
Looks like trouble. Capital.
Together, we got this! Eternal devastation! Here I come! You're finished!
She'll seal you where you stand.
No escape!
Take this! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
You're mine!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Get... And the bubbling to me! Your incantation ruined.
Rising water!
You want me? Come get me!
Sonic thrust!
Negative gauge. Resonate with the earth.
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
Appreciate the help.
Fall into thine own death!
Benediction light.
Shield and blade!
Allow me to help.
Eternal devastation! I'm not done!
Fires of
Going in.
Forces this place!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Resonate with the
Over
earth.
six!
You're finished!
Stalagmite.
I don't have much
Here
left.
you are! Take this! Take this!
Fires of
You're finished!
Forces this place!
Lunar Rondo!
Now!
Alright,
Shield
do
of deity.
in an instant! Impact Frost!
What is it, Hoodle? You want to go back?
Animal intuition, perhaps?
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even halfway? Are you serious?
That's no reason to give up now.
Yeah. Just gotta buckle down.
That's the spirit.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way.
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal!
Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us?
First strike!
Try harder!
This one's
My turn!
mine.
The flashing part's their
My
weak
turn!
point.
You're mine!
This one's mine.
Shut this door! Fire's attacking. Course in this blade! Sharpness!
Shot.
Benediction light.
I'll stop it.
Thanks, Kisara.
Now where was I?
Fire's attacking. Course this blade! Sharpness!
Look sharp.
Elusive deity!
Tiger blade.
Benediction light.
Try harder!
On guard.
You're mine! This time!
All right. Now where was I?
Elusive deity!
Tiger blade.
Eat dirt!
Appreciate the help. This one's mine.
Devastation!
It looks like you've got this one covered.
This one's mine.
Deity!
On guard.
You're mine!
I'm not. Crescent move.
Fire's attacking. Course in this blade! Sharpness!
I'm down.
Fire's
You're on.
attacking. Course in this blade!
Look sharp.
Benediction light.
Oh, too shy to come over. Here, let me
Okay,
help.
here I go!
Look sharp.
Elusive deity! I'll take you! How's this?
Benediction light.
Heal!
Thanks, Shion.
Change of strategy. Duly noted.
Shining Supernova!
Negative gate! Resonate with the earth!
This one's mine.
This wall! Flawless flight!
Try harder!
One more.
In the wind!
Tiger blade.
Another incantation ruined.
Piercing
Elusive
blade.
deity!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now! Put on together!
Elusive deity!
Look sharp.
Raging storm! Alright, it's showtime! Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Begin!
Go here.
Elusive deity! I'm gonna need more of that medicine.
On guard.
Can this work?
I can carve through
Elusive
Tiger
deity!
blade.
Bullseye!
Benediction light.
Going in!
You're mine!
Their arcs were interrupted!
I'll face you. Take this.
Destruction! Here I
Not so
come!
fast.
Going in!
Illuminate the dark! Come
Flaming
forward!
thrust! Here I come! You're finished!
Look sharp!
I'll face you. Benediction
Illuminate the dark! Come
Heal.
forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land! Take care of...
Going in!
Begin.
I have no limit!
Don't leave me all alone here.
Some punishment?
That's up! Slash! Lightning thrust!
I healed myself.
You picked the wrong fight!
This one's mine! One
Can you
more!
take it?
Tiger Blade!
Mirage! We're not done!
Going in!
Take this!
Shield and
It's
fate.
over.
With the earth. Stalagmite.
Look sharp! One more! Tiger
Can't
Blade!
get out of this.
Razor Cyclone!
Destruction!
I'll face you.
Try harder!
Does it hurt?
My turn! My turn!
Benediction light.
Lightning Orb!
Going
I've
in!
used too much.
Photon Raging Cascade! Spread! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
This one's mine!
Photon Slap!
Here I come!
Hold on! Armor won't save you!
Dance
You're
in the
the
wind!
Tiger Blade!
Air thrust!
Can you take it?
Sometimes the best medicine is the silence.
Take this.
Guess I had... Use it sometime.
Dragon form!
Tiger Blade!
Benediction light.
You picked the wrong
Shield
fight!
and fate!
Dance in the wind! In here! Let's take you out of the way! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land! One more time! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Far enough!
Mom!
Look sharp!
You'll pay for that!
Dance in the wind! Air
Take
thrust!
it! Go far!
No further.
It's over! Dragon form!
This one's mine! Sealed! More for the stockpile!
Oh no!
Can you take it? Does it hurt?
This one's mine!
No escape!
Alright, it's genocide! One
Total
more!
devastation!
Hold on here!
Tiger Blade!
Here I come! Raging storm!
I had to use it sometime.
Flight!
Resonate with the earth.
Tiger Blade!
Stalagmite.
Thunder! Field!
This should do it!
Light escalator! Light
Make it
escalator!
rain!
Now!
In an instant! Impact drop!
Benediction light.
Strike!
One more! Tiger Blade!
Begin.
Look sharp!
House stick.
Elusive deity!
Smash you.
Just what the doctor ordered!
Benediction.
This one's mine!
Illuminate the dark!
Okay, here I go!
Holy glim, holy land!
Look sharp!
Nothing gets by me.
Destruction! Eternal devastation!
Piercing roar!
Deity. Take
Wind astral energy! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! I'm
benediction.
sorry.
Come on!
Heal.
You have
Dance
to
in the
hold on.
wind! Air
No
thrust!
further. Out of the woods, it seems.
I'm gone!
Wind astral energy! Raging
Tiger
cascade!
Blade!
Being interrupted.
I'm expert! Come
Eat
Here,
dirt!
let me help!
Destruction!
Lightning orb!
Taste.
Eternal devastation!
Elusive
Raging
deity.
cascade!
Try harder!
Take
Seal!
Look sharp!
Can you take it?
Look sharp!
That's it. No further. My father's my downfall.
Going in!
Benediction light.
Going in!
Now I can level.
Tiger Blade!
Resonate with the earth.
Sorry.
Stalag- couldn't make it in time.
Illuminate the sun!
Benediction light.
Holy glimmer! Holy lamp!
Heal! Appreciate the help!
Piercing wall!
Denied!
Onyx coming through!
Flaming meteor! Armor won't save you!
Use its weak point to take it down.
All together, everyone!
Eat dirt!
I'll face you! Time to shine! Begin!
Elusive
Fiend going in!
Escape!
One more! Tiger Blade! I'll face you!
You're finished!
Not so fast! Time to shine! Elusive deity! In a bind! Tiger Blade! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer!
Listen to it!
Heal!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer!
Try harder! You're
Sorry!
mine!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Begin! Tornado drive! One more!
Air thrust!
This one is mine! Heal! Alright!
Seal!
Now where was I?
More for the stockpile!
Ready to go! Everlasting darkness! Negative gate!
You made me angry.
I feel
That was a bad idea.
Ready!
This one's
Got him on the run!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Molotov!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy lamp!
This one's mine!
This one's all mine!
Can you take it?
Thunder shield! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Light astrolite!
This one's mine!
Getting stronger!
It's switching up its movements! Watch
The
out!
enemy is going all out!
Heal! Now you see what I can do!
Holy lamp!
Take this! This one's mine! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Light astrolator dance in the wind! Seal!
You're gonna need more.
Let's get you all tucked away! Blah 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 magic! In here!
One more!
Let's get you all tucked
Elusive
away!
deity!
A banana! Let's go! Raging cascade!
Eat dirt!
Appreciate the help.
In here!
One's mine!
This'll take candy!
Elusive deity!
One at a time!
Pounce it!
Air thrust!
Destruction!
Can
Photon
you
thrust!
take it?
Devastation!
Does it hurt? Tiger Blade!
Dance in the wind!
Denied!
Air thrust!
Benediction light. Anything in armor is all mine!
Illuminate the dark!
This one's
Come
mine!
forth, Holy glimmer!
Armor won't save you!
Holy lamp!
Destruction!
What?
benediction light.
Going in! Heal!
Raging storm!
What in the world?
Don't hurry!
I'm alright.
Raging cyclone!
Tornado drive! In a bind?
Destruction!
Lightning
Is
orb!
this it?
Resonate with the
Illuminate
earth!
the dark! Come
Stalagmite!
forth! Holy glimmer! Holy lamp! Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistleum made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we...
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say truce.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I get...
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Is she on... needs us.
Hey! Are you insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch!
Are we ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Rinwell. Positive thinking is everything.
We finally reached the top.
My limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
Already? You kids need to train more.
She's right. We don't have time to catch our breath.
Someone's got a lot of pep in his step.
This one's tough!
Fires the past and forces this blade! Some fights are better left unfought.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Voron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelegon's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Haros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Oh, Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya.
I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. Right. I remember seeing it from the cliffs in Calaglia, across the sea.
You mean Volron's castle?
Yeah, that must have been it.
Geographically, it would make sense. It's most certainly large enough to be seen from afar.
Back then, I had Shion and Zephyr with me.
Well, we haven't lost Shion. We can still get her back, you know.
That's right. I won't let Volron take her away from us. Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? I wanted to ask you something.
I'm all ears.
How much contact did you have with the other lords back in the day?
I only saw or exchanged words with them on a handful of occasions. Not that I was particularly keen on even that much.
Almadria made it sound like the two of you had some kind of history together.
She was like that with all of the lords, not just me. She was always interested in who she could use, who had value for her own ends. Having said that, she wasn't quite so brazen back when we were still in Lenegus. In a sense, she may have been a victim of the crown contest as well.
Almadria? A victim?
To a Renin, there is no greater honor in life than being chosen to serve as a lord, let alone to go on and become the next sovereign. We are taught that from the day we leave the womb. There are few Renins who wouldn't be ecstatic at the prospect of ascending to lordship.
You were like that though, right? You've always struck me as a more grounded guy.
No sane Renin would ever dare admit that their interests lie in anything but power and prestige, even if they feel so in their heart of hearts.
The more you talk about it, the more it seems like the crown contest is nothing but misery for Renins, too.
Which is why I seek to end it. Not that I imagine Danin such as Rinwell are all that interested in hearing tales of woe such as mine. Do you mind watching our camp tonight? Shall we get moving?